Hey, what's going on? My name is Ryan Leak. I'm an author and speaker from Dallas, Texas. And the verse of the day is James chapter 1, verse 27. It says this: religion that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless is this: to look after orphans and widows in their distress, to keep oneself from being polluted by the world. I want us to consider the first of two things that God our Father accepts as pure and faultless. And that's looking after orphans and widows. It's one of those things I think most would agree that we should do something about it. But it can be difficult to live out. Why? Because how many conversations have you had where you ask somebody, you know any orphans? You know any widows? It's hard to meet a need that isn't directly in front of us all the time, right? I mean, my wife and I were reading this verse actually when we were dating. She said, "Don't you think we should look for a way to practice this verse?" I said, "Babe, I don't know any widows or orphans in our mid-20s. That's just not my space." She responded, "Yeah, but you do know a lot of people. I'm sure you could make some phone calls and find something or someone." I said, "Okay." So I called the administrative assistant of our senior pastor at the time, and I said, "Hey, how you doing? Look, so my girlfriend and I were reading about looking out for widows and orphans, and we just don't know where to start. So I was wondering, you know any widows?" She said, "Oh my gosh, yes, I do. My aunt, she just lost her husband and is drowning in medical bills. So we actually were able to help a widow from just one phone call." I think what this verse really requires is intentionality. If you're trying to look out for widows and orphans, I highly doubt you'll fail. But if you're not actively trying to do so, I highly doubt it'll happen on accident. So I encourage you today to be intentional with looking for those who could use your help. That's what I want you to think about today.